hefty fellas talk about movies. They'll let you know what to watch and what not to watch. Welcome to Wideside Cinema. Welcome into Wideside Cinema, everybody. Seth was just being very mean to me before I turned the mics on. Now he's sitting here quiet like he's got nothing to say, but it has been verbally abusive.
My wife says the same thing.
Yeah, and it's just, I'm just trying. I'm trying to be a good partner in the podcast world, and you're just,
I like things done a certain way. Okay?
I understand. I understand. Not hitting the buttons good enough.
No.
Not having good enough content. I'm not saying funny shit. I'm not coming up with enough ideas. What the fuck, man?
You're not doing everything, okay? That's what I'm pissed off about.
I just want to sit here and talk. What the fuck? All right, so we it's just kind of weird way that we started this show.
Yeah. You going somewhere?
I said I was tired, and you said wake the fuck up.
I did.
I mean, okay.
I mean, you've been up since like 1, so I mean, come on.
You did finish something. We're gonna start the show off talking about a TV show that you finally finished.
I'm super behind, and I understand that. So all of our viewers have probably already seen the show.
Joining the rest of the world.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't have HBO, and
But Seth finally finished Game of Thrones.
I did.
We're going to do a little discussion on that, so if you haven't seen it and you want to see it, there's going to be some spoilers going on here, because I'm not holding back anything that I think about the show.
Okay.
And when it comes to the ending, I have some... I told you that I listened to Bobby Lee talk about it, and his idea for his ending, which I thought would have been fucking phenomenal.
Okay. All right.
So, first of all, what'd you think of the show?
To be honest with you, it's probably one of the best shows I've ever watched.
Pretty fucking good.
I mean, it's
pretty fucking good.
I mean, if you want to go even in depth of the character stuff, I've never seen better quality CGI stuff in a TV show before.
Yeah.
I mean, just all of the castles and the dragons and all that shit was just, I mean, they didn't look fake. Yeah. They looked awesome. I mean, it seemed like they had everything in the show. I mean, there was nudity, there was violence, there was action. I mean,
they looped you in the first few seasons with all the fucking.
Yeah, they did. I mean,
that's
got my
kind of
attention.
how that got going.
I mean, they're not dumb. They know what people like.
They know how it goes.
They know how it goes. But it was, overall, just now it's probably up there as one of my favorite all-time shows. Now that I finished it, it's one of the shows that I actually like. You liked the characters, all of them.
Right.
You didn't. There wasn't like there was one or two that you didn't really like, but
you weren't supposed to.
Exactly. That's the thing. But there was a lot of characters. You're like, oh man, that guy's fucking awesome. Yeah. It was wonderful, and I enjoyed it.
Well, because I came to the game late.
Okay.
Like it was. I didn't start watching the show until it was like a week before the final season started.
Okay.
So I kind of binged watched.
Yeah.
And then like the last 2 episodes or whatever, I watched, live or whatever. But it was like you'd hear all that stuff about Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Like you'd see it everywhere. Like, what the fuck? And then you watch it, and it's kind of this slow burn.
Mm-hmm.
And then like season 4 or 5 is like fucking Jon Snow.
Exactly.
I mean,
this guy's the fucking man.
Like,
yeah. Because I mean, I had all of my friends watched it.
Yeah.
And they're, making fun of me because, you haven't seen it and stuff. So I was like, okay, well, just tell me about it. So,
Seth, please join the cultural revolution that is Game of Thrones and start watching.
Pretty much. I mean, it was more mean, but I don't have that nice of friends.
Is that why you treat me like shit?
They treat me like shit.
So rude? Don't treat me how they treat you.
I thought it was going to be about Robb Stark when I first started watching it. And then I come to the conclusion that it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not at all. And that's one of my favorite episodes is when they called it the Red Wedding.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's one of my favorite episodes. I mean, just everybody fucking dies.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, because and he was such a great character.
He was.
And like he had that king presence of like, this motherfucker's going to get it done.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And it's like,
oh, no.
They just went ahead and killed everybody.
Yes. Yeah. And
everybody.
So like, and I understand, what I like about it was it all started with the dad. It all started with, Ned Stark of the Honor. everybody knew him as the honorable guy.
Yeah.
So all of the kids were trying to do everything honorable. For sure, Rob, just keep that bitch on the side. Marry what you're supposed to marry. Yeah. I mean, everybody has a side piece in this fucking kingdom over here.
Yeah, no shit.
So,
it's not like
for sure,
you got brothers and sisters going at it often.
For sure, just go ahead and marry that ugly bitch, and then just keep banging the hot one.
Yeah,
who cares?
This is kind of what it is.
Yeah, it seems like that's what you can do anyway. So, that was my only flaw in that kind of thing. It seemed like, and I understand, honorable stuff. That's what the Stark name is.
Your word.
Yes, I get it, and I understand that, but still, that was my only.
I'll be. Was it Ned was the father?
Yeah.
I'll be shocked when I first started watching. Of like, holy shit! Like season 1, huh?
Yeah, I know.
I'm like,
oh yeah.
Like, I thought you just like because you'd see memes and stuff that's all him. Of like, oh, for sure, he wasn't in it that long.
No,
like, they didn't wait long.
I mean, the first episode made me want to watch it again after the dude fucking pushed the kid out of the window.
Yeah,
I mean, that's like, that's how you ended the first episode.
This is how we're going.
This is what we're doing here. Which anytime you cross a line, I automatically like the show.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what, I mean, if it's a comedy, if it's something like that, if, anything, I'm like, okay, I'm intrigued. How are we going to do this?
But it was kind of like that, I know it's on House of Cards.
Okay.
If you ever watched.
Couple episodes, not the whole seasons.
But, it's a Kevin Spacey thing, so you're not supposed to talk about it.
Yeah.
But like the first few minutes of the opening where he snaps that dog's neck after he got hit by a car.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, this is what we're doing.
This is how we're doing it.
This is 3 minutes into the show. All right. But yeah, it was that there's some storylines that like some of the Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah.
That, I mean, that was
fantastic.
And with the Night Walker.
Yeah. In the last season.
It was just so dark and I'm like, Jesus.
The Battle of the Night Walkers or the Battle of Winterfell or whatever they called it.
Whatever it is.
The Winter, either way. That was fantastic.
Well, it was like, it's an hour and a half episode and like an hour and 20 minutes of battle.
It's awesome.
Jesus.
I love what they did with Arya Stark.
Becoming a little badass.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, I feel like they could do a spin-off of her.
And I mean, she's going the west of the west or whatever, but yeah, for sure, you could do that.
Here's the one thing on that storyline I didn't need. Because following through the whole I didn't need like the last season of the Arya kind of sex scene thing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, nah, it just doesn't feel.
I don't feel right watching this.
You
were a small child 2 seasons ago.
Yep.
Yeah,
we could have just left that out.
Yeah.
I mean,
when I first started, I think it was like season 7, where she learns to be a badass.
Yeah,
I was like, this is dumb. In my head, I'm like,
right.
Okay, there's this god has like a lot of faces, and they're really good at fighting and making assassins. I'm like, and then like when it comes season 8, I'm like, oh, I did need it.
Yeah,
I realize now that this is a very important part.
Like, oh, she's fuck badass.
Exactly. Like, oh, all right, cool.
The one I didn't, before the Battle of the Bastards, and the one I can't remember the guy's name. But the one where they cut the guy's dick off and all that stuff.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Greyjoy.
I didn't need all that. I mean, the guy was kind of they probably could have just killed the guy off.
Yeah.
I mean,
poor bastard.
He didn't need all that shit.
Ridiculous. Those are like the Joffrey and the Ramsay dude.
Yeah.
Who cut his dick off. Those are the two guys that you're just like, man, when the fuck are they going to die?
Yeah, especially Joffrey.
Exactly.
Like, dude, you're like fucking 13.
You're a cocksucker.
I mean,
yeah, for sure.
He needs to beat your ass.
Exactly. That's why
I like your mother that way.
That's why I liked Tyrion as the Hand, because he just went over, like the first time he was there, just slapped him in the fucking face.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, this is what this kid needs.
He's a phenomenal character.
He is phenomenal character, and I'm glad that, because I mean, when I think of Game of Thrones, everything's of Jon Snow and
right.
The Targaryens. Like, this dude was in every fucking episode and had a piece of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, he was if not the main character in all of it.
Yeah. And that was like with the ending of Jon Snow's punishment is to work the wall again of like, well, with the White Walkers are dead.
What's the point of what is the point of the wall? Yeah.
But yeah, I get it. He was going to go live with those people.
The wild,
the wild things.
Yeah,
things.
The wildlings. The wild things.
But the White Walkers are awesome.
Oh, they were so cool.
Yeah. How he just did that raise the dead kind of thing.
They had that little smirk on his face.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
This is cool. Yeah, I don't know if there's a better villain in a TV show than those guys. Because you can't do anything about them.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they just killed everybody, and then just was like, yeah, they're on my team now.
Yeah, we have a dragon too now.
Exactly. Yeah, as soon as he picked up the little ice spear and threw it, I'm like, okay, that fucker's going to be a dead dragon. Awesome.
That was now getting to the final season. I mean, I don't need this to be a 40-minute podcast about a show that ended however many years ago, but
last year.
Is it longer than that?
2019.
Was it?
Yep. Last
Feels
football
like
season.
Longer than that.
Yeah.
But with her, leading up into the final episodes, just going ham with that fucking dragon. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
I know.
These are just people now. I understand, you killed the people you need to kill. Hey, you're just killing everybody for no reason.
Yeah, and I know that's where the controversy was, right? They didn't like the way that.
No, not that. I think the controversy is the actual ending.
Okay, with Jon Snow goes to the wall and stuff.
And what's his name being king?
People didn't like that.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
Oh, I loved it.
I don't really.
Yeah,
I just thought it was kind of eh.
I thought they picked the perfect person.
I do. I understand it.
Yeah.
I didn't. If there was a character I didn't like,
it was him.
Probably him.
Oh, okay.
Of all
right.
Just because I am the three-eyed raven.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
See, I liked it because he's the most level-headed of them all.
Yeah, I understand it.
Yeah, but that's why I liked him. And I thought the three-eyed raven concept
I think
was
people
awesome.
were just. I think just being the anticlimactic of it.
Yeah,
it was just like
Bran.
Yeah,
you're getting it,
Bran. And then what's his sister's name? Is it Cersei?
No,
or that's the bad lady. It's been so long.
Stanza.
Yeah,
Sansa.
Sansa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of being not. It's like.
Yeah. No. Sorry.
He can't father children.
Yeah.
It's like, well, maybe that's why he should be king. It was like, all right, he's going to be king, but his dick don't work.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it's like, well, you're his sister. I mean,
yeah. What's that matter to you?
Yeah.
I like how the brother became king, and they're like, yes, we're still not bend to the knee. We're still a separate country from you guys.
But I like, the fact that Jon Snow had to kill her.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, that was the rip your heart out moment of but then again, they're related.
Exactly. The love story is not there.
I didn't need. I think you could have done all that, and that basically Jon Stark is the rightful king.
Yeah.
Or Jon Snow. I'm sorry. Yeah. Jon Snow is the rightful king.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need them to be related and do all that fucking.
Yeah. I see.
I feel like everything still worked. But maybe with the lineage being different or whatever. Of
Yeah. I get that. I like how they were related. But you're right. I didn't need the fucking.
I didn't need all that.
See, the kid, the first time they did it before they knew, I thought, oh, he took Luke and Leia Skywalker to the next level.
Yeah.
Because when they kissed or something, I'm like, oh, okay, he just took it to the Game of Thrones version.
There was a brother and sister doing it the whole
goddamn time.
Series, and they had children together.
Yes.
So I understand you're talking about the times back there, but it was just it made that I didn't need that.
Yeah.
But I understand. You needed the love story for him killing her to be, to be something, to make you feel something.
Yeah.
I just didn't need the relation.
Yeah.
Then as soon as that happened, it was like, ooh.
Yeah. It's like, ooh. Yeah. That's your aunt. You sick son of a bitch. One of the things I didn't need, you could have killed off the mountain long ago. When they got in that fight.
Because there's one that I, you always see, the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And then you watch it and go, well, fuck, he's not even really in the show.
No.
I don't know why that was such a big deal.
Literally the only episode where he fights the Martell guy and then that's where he dies and whatever.
Yeah.
And they bring him back as some sort of goddamn zombie that's indestructible or whatever. But that's the only part I didn't like. Granted, I understand the Hound and him, that battle at the end. I get that.
That was great.
It was great. The hatred and stuff there, I get that. But you could have just either don't bring him back as a fucking zombie or just don't have that.
I think I was jaded at that because if I wouldn't have seen all the traction that guy was getting before watching the show going, well, he's huge. Really not even really part of the storyline.
No.
But I know he's huge.
Yeah, exactly. He's a world's
I've
strongest
seen
man.
Him
exactly.
compete. I know who he is.
Yeah, I didn't need him to be.
But it was hey, you got to see the mountain. You got to see the mountain of
just a really.
he's in fucking 6 episodes.
Exactly.
and
half of them he's just wearing a helmet.
Yeah. Doesn't speak.
Doesn't do anything. And so I didn't really need him to be, other than the fact of him and the Hound, the brother hatred between the two of them. I get that part. Other than that, didn't need it.
Yeah.
But I liked Bran as the king, and I liked his little group he had around him at the end, where the chick was his, his protector, and then Tyrion was his hand, and then you had the fat guy as the maester.
Now I'm going to tell you the Bobby Lee ending.
All right, I'm ready.
It doesn't change anything. Like Bran's still the king.
Okay.
Everything happens.
Okay.
It's just the last scene.
Okay.
And think about this being the last scene with all the weird shit. Three-eyed Raven. He kind of foreseen the White Walkers, and like he could get into there.
Yeah.
And there's the other one is like Hodor.
Yeah.
That it turned out like it was him going back, and it was hold the door, hold the door. Okay, I like how they played that back.
Yeah.
But it was going back to this. So Bran, they do their meeting,
and
then he's leaving, and Tyrion says something, and he goes, "That's why you're my hand."
Yeah.
And then turns and goes. And that's the end of the show.
Yeah.
When he turns and goes, and it has that face forward, if his eyes turn blue, that he was a White Walker.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'll think about that.
That would have been cool.
Ah, yeah, because he's kind of this offshoot. Nobody knows what he is. Kind of this. Like, maybe he's the actual king.
King, okay.
To me, that's like,
been something.
It wasn't just like kind of
a happily ever after,
because everything ended just kind of. All right, he's going to the wall with them. He's the king. Everybody is just kind of this. Yeah. All right, now we move on. Like all this shit happened.
Yeah.
All right, back to regular life.
Back to regular life. Yeah.
But it was like just because then it would have been like, well, fuck, is there going to be a?
Yeah, is there going to be more or something? Yeah, I know what you mean. But that would have been cool. I mean, something
I like
different.
That.
But you're right.
A little twist at the.
But you are right. I mean, the subtleness of the last half hour of that last episode was like,
all right.
I get it. Yeah, no, but one of my favorite shows now.
It's fantastic.
It's wonderful. And then they're doing the spin-off of the prequels of the the up story of like the Targaryens and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know when that's going to come. I know they started, working on it, but
yeah, I'll watch it. I'll have to
absolutely.
I'll have to read out get another free trial of HBO.
But you just pay for it like a normal person.
Can't do it. I don't have $15 extra.
Still have HBO Now because HBO Max isn't on the fucking Fire Stick.
Ah, yeah.
Because some fight they're having that like, well, most people have a Fire Stick. That's kind of how the world operates for the most part. I mean, maybe go ahead and let Amazon sell your shit.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're
they sell
biggest,
everybody else's shit. I mean,
they're the biggest company in the world. So.
Okay.
Now we're done with that. Yeah, Game of Thrones, wonderful.
Game of Thrones, wonderful. So I said we wasn't going to spend 20 minutes on it, but goddamn if we didn't spend about 20 minutes on it.
You said 40 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So now we were do TV shows. So now we're going to go on that same track, path as some of our favorite TV shows that we have finished or are watching now. Begin.
Okay.
Do you have a top, 6, 7, 8?
I don't know that I have a favorite ever.
Okay.
Yeah. But I go because mine kind of break down into genre. I mean, most people go classics with Seinfeld and stuff like that as far as comedy type stuff goes.
Yeah.
Love it. I'm a huge Seinfeld fan.
Yeah.
But Curb Your Enthusiasm on HBO is like fucking.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's yours.
That's kind of my.
Yeah.
That's mine and everybody else's because it's a huge show.
Yeah.
But that is, Larry David. That's just, it's like a perfect comedy.
Gotcha.
It's where you take Seinfeld and you get the George shit.
Yeah.
And they're allowed to say fuck because it's on HBO.
HBO. Gotcha.
So it kind of hits all my.
Yeah, I get
hits all my spots.
I know what you mean. If I had to pick somewhere of that genre of Seinfeld and all those, I would have to say How I Met Your Mother is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Except for like the last couple episodes. I didn't, the ending of it. It's really hard to end a TV show well without
like
somebody
that.
picking out, you know?
And everybody shit on the girl that like was the mother.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Well, I mean,
what'd you expect?
What do you think was going to happen?
Yeah, I mean,
especially like once the kids in the throwback were like, well, Aunt Robin.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, well, it's not her, so
exactly,
it's not Lily.
It's somebody. Exactly.
I mean, it'd been fucked up if it was Lily.
Yeah.
That would have
Marshall died.
That would have been the way to end it.
Yeah, but yeah, How I Met Your Mother is it's probably it's one where I have watched it the whole time through 5 times. Just, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those where I can keep watching it over and over again.
I seen, I think, I don't remember, the main character, I don't know what his real name is, Ted's real name.
I don't know either.
But he retweeted somebody that, like, they'd brought, like, the DVD, like the Seasons DVD,
okay.
and they'd redid the cover. So it was a How I Met Your Mother logo with their pictures. And it put, How I Turned a 15-minute story into 9 seasons.
Yeah. Yes.
And I don't understand why he didn't do his own voiceover. That's the only other thing.
Yeah. Why is it Bob Saget?
I don't understand that.
I don't get it either. Like, you don't even really sound the same.
No.
Yeah, I don't.
And you're not telling this story like you're fucking 90.
Yeah, I know it.
You're maybe 50 at the time of telling the story.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a good, if they didn't have the Barney character, though,
it would
it's
suck.
tough.
It would suck if they didn't have Barney. I mean, Neil Patrick Harris playing... I don't know if you find anybody else.
I don't know who else could play that.
Because he was fantastic. His, women chasing aspect of being a very gay man is just hilarious to me. The irony in there is wonderful.
I think one of my favorite episodes ever is when, like, he's never taken a bad picture.
Yes.
And, like, every time they think they get him, it's just him turned to the side, adjusting his tie. I'm like,
yes, I love it. I love it. I think one of mine is when they get him to the Jinx, where you can't speak or whatever.
Yeah.
God, I do like that one. Yeah.
That on the, not on home box office, but I go back comedy wise. I go back a little further, and I think we talked about this on the Sports God podcast. But it's more of a David Spade based of
I love
like Just Shoot Me is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And then that Rules of Engagement.
Yeah, those are good. Yes, those are good.
Classics.
One of them,
I
can't remember which one I've seen and which one I haven't seen, but I think it's the Just Shoot Me I've seen.
Just Shoot Me is about the fashion magazine.
Okay, is that with Putty in it?
No.
Okay, then I've seen...
That's Rules of Engagement.
Then I've seen Rules of Engagement.
Fantastic show.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of, like, dramas and stuff wise of that I've been itching for shit to come back. I mean, obviously Game of Thrones is one.
Yeah. If you want to maybe call it a comedy, drama, sports, I really enjoyed Ballers. And I know I'm a big rock fan.
I did too.
But I liked the TV.
Yeah.
I liked the whole concept of it,
Entourage had its place too.
Yeah,
I mean, that was a good show. But there's a lot of them, like, most people are like, boy, fucking Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
It's a good show. Now, I'm from the... We've talked about this on the other one. I have that personality, like, I just can't be bothered with shit.
Yeah.
I mean... So I think I lucked out that I never watched Breaking Bad until after it was off the air, so I could binge right through it.
Yeah.
Because if I watched that from the beginning, the first season's so fucking slow, I'd have never made it.
Yeah.
It's a good show. But it's like, hey, man, when are you going to start selling meth? Because I know that's what this is about. And I got to wait another week for you to do jack shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that I would have just never made it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah.
Same way with Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy. It's good, but yeah, it gets that middle season, well, when they go to fucking Ireland. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, and here's one. I think we've had this conversation before of Jax Teller.
Yeah.
Nobody he beats the fuck out of everybody except the 65-year-old man with arthritic hands. Gets his ass stomped by him.
Yeah, I know it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you lost me here.
Exactly.
Because all these other guys, he's just dropping with one punch, beating the shit out of everybody. And then this old man comes up and fucking kicks his ass.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, like, are you going with like the dad character can never beat the son character?
I mean, that must be what that...
Is that what you're going for there? But for sure, you can whoop his fucking old ass. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, that was one that, again, I think that could have been better if that was an 8. There's some of them that, like, I have so many shows like, man,
it was on HBO, it would be way better.
Especially when you know that HBO passed on them.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like it passed on Breaking Bad. It passed on.
If they could just swear,
yeah,
it would be a lot
better.
Because you're not a tough guy
Throw
when you say
in there.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you say frickin', like you don't sound very tough in a biker gang.
A lot of murder going on and nobody curses. It's weird.
Yeah, you say son of a bitch a lot. Okay.
This guy has tattoos of smiley faces for all the people he's killed.
Yeah, exactly. And he can't say fuck.
And when it says like the Mr. Mayhem thing,
it
means they've killed somebody for the club.
Yes. People don't get it.
But I think, you know, when it goes to, and it's just such a different time now. I mean, with the streaming and everything.
Mm-hmm. You have so many different choices of TV shows to go after.
And it was like, you know, when you start thinking about like, hey, you got to be in a spot every Thursday. And, you know, it's when you get to see it.
Exactly.
Or they're going to play it, maybe a rerun of this in June.
Yeah, exactly.
One time. And if you're not there for that, you're not seeing it either. But, you know, like ER got that way when it started. And,
Well, Friends, that's the first TV show where I remember we had a timed out schedule in my household as a kid.
Yeah.
Friends came in on Thursday nights at like 6 or 7. The new episode of Friends, you know, that's if I'm showing, that's the first one where I can actually say that I watched the new episodes of Friends.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually kind of like, I don't know if I feel old about it, but
I remember we'd watched them. But it was something weird that I remember, like I'd seen like all the episodes. Except for like the finales, like the last 2 episodes or whatever, like the hour long.
Yeah.
Like I didn't see that for like fucking 10 years.
Okay.
Of like, I never knew how it ended. I just assumed.
Yeah, it's, but yeah, that's the one where I can actually, we, in our household, we loved Friends. Thursday nights, like 6 or something like that, the new episode came on. And that's like the first one I can think of those are when there's a TV show where you had to wait the week. And then they always played the last week's episode the half hour before the new one came on.
Yeah.
So that was, you know, if you missed it, you're okay. Because, you know.
Now, I'm going to go off rails here of some shows I'm sure you have not seen.
Okay.
That I enjoyed.
All right. Go ahead.
The first one's called Strike Back.
Okay. Nope. Never seen it.
Because it was Cinemax show. There was a stint where Cinemax was doing
some decent stuff.
Shows.
Okay.
Now, there's some fucking that goes on because it's still Cinemax. But it's an actual, you know, it's not a, you know, it's an actual show. And it's basically like, you know, an American Special Forces guy, which is, remember the second 300 movie about the boats?
Yeah.
The main guy from that?
Okay.
Gotcha. He's on that show.
Gotcha.
You know, so it's like a British special, you know, they just bring in people from it, and they're like traveling around the world, you know, we think these guys got a nuclear weapon, and it's trying to, you know, it's only like 3 seasons, but so, you know, kind of kind of like a spy kind of combat movie.
Okay.
And then the other one, also a Showtime one called Banshee.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
I know people shit on it, but you know, to me, it's like it's basically the first however many minutes of the show kind of gives you the rundown. Guy's like a career criminal, gets out of prison, going to, you know, Banshee's the name of the town. It's Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And he's going to this town to meet up with his girl. But, you know, he's still, you know, robbed some people, so he needs a...
Yeah.
And he comes across like a wreck or whatever, and it was a cop that died.
All right.
So he stole his identity. This was the guy that they'd hired to be the sheriff.
Okay.
But he was from like the state of Washington.
So they didn't know what he looked like?
They didn't know what he looked like. So he stole his identity and became the sheriff.
Okay, I got you.
And then just kind of fuckery goes down from now. A lot of fucking in that show.
All right.
But it's like you know, it's like Amish country and stuff like that. And like a guy that left the Amish, and he's kind of a mob boss and runs all this shit. And, you know, it's, you know.
Okay.
Good.
No, yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. But no, it sounds okay. I mean, it sounds like I'd watch it.
It's one of those ones of, I mean, people shit on it. It's like, this is a fucking good show.
Yeah.
I mean.
Mine is going off the rails because we've talked about action and comedy. I would say one of my top 5 is American Horror Story.
You know what? I've never seen a single episode.
It is so good because none of the seasons have anything to do with the other seasons. There's like
they're all kind of standalones.
Yeah. There is 2 seasons where they connect, and it's not like back-to-back seasons. It's like season 8 connected back with season 2. So I mean, it's
okay.
Yeah, but
like not an advancement of the story, but an acknowledgement of the story.
Acknowledgement of the story of there was a person from this here is going back here. Yeah, but that's what I liked about it because they came up with a different storyline each one, and typically about all the same characters or all the same actors, I should say, not the characters, but there was always like 6 or 7 of them that he used in every season, and then he would have always one random famous actor in every episode or every season. Like the first season was like Dylan McDermott was in the first season, and Adam Levine was in the second season. Like the singer Adam Levine was in the second season.
Okay.
Cuba Gooding Jr. was in one of them. So there's always Kathy Bates is in almost all of them, and she's really, really good at them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like horror stuff, and nothing was copycatted. It all was original stuff. You know, it was just, I don't know. I really liked it.
I mean, I've heard so many people tell me how good it is, and I've just never.
I would tell you what, if the first season sucked, I wouldn't have watched any of it.
Yeah.
But the first season was so good that I had to, check out the other seasons. Don't get me wrong, there's some bad seasons because, it's horror, so you can't make everything wonderful. You have to have some far-fetched shit in there, because it's a horror story, But yeah, overall, wonderful show.
Another one of mine. Now, this is up till like the ending of it.
Okay.
And we'll talk about that a little bit. Dexter.
Okay, yeah.
Fucking love Dexter.
Good show.
I just like the whole, hey, he's a cop and a serial killer, but he only kills bad guys.
Yeah.
Unless you get in his way and he might kill you. And all that. And then till the final season. Okay. And then it just kind of, they just kind of dumped it.
Mm-hmm. I did like Dexter.
And then going and looking, like they changed their showrunner.
Oh, okay.
Like the guy was just, which I don't know, it was 7 seasons.
Something like that.
And it was something like, and you hear that a lot. Hey, after like 5-6 seasons, it's time to get out.
Mm-hmm.
And that showrunner got out.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy they brought in was notorious for train wrecking the end of shows.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of what he does. It's like, there's like 3 in a row where he came on to run the final season and just shit showed it of like, well, you had me. And then it went bad.
Yeah. I know there's a couple shows like that. I mean, that's
most of them are. They just kind of trail off.
End them well.
Because I'll tell you, if it came down to like Game of Thrones is fantastic, but now there's some caveats to this. House of Cards,
okay,
like the first 2 to 3 seasons is maybe the best television ever.
And I've heard that show was wonderful until Kevin Spacey.
Well, yeah, the final. Well, he didn't leave.
No, okay.
I don't think it was by his choice.
He was forced to leave
at all
by federal prison.
Well, but no, he didn't go to prison.
Okay, he just got written off of show business.
Yeah, he maybe diddled somebody and they didn't like it and they fired him.
Yeah, okay.
And then
somebody's son. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was like a 14-year-old kid. I said diddled. That's why I didn't say fuck.
Okay, that's good.
Diddled because it's a child.
Okay,
that's how you talk.
All right. Sorry, I didn't know that. So my bad.
But there's the caveat to that is obviously after after he's out, it's
after he diddled.
They understand what they did because you had to wrap up this because you kind of left it on kind of a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
so you had to gonna have to wrap this up. But then there's a season like his chief of staff or whatever, Doug. Like it gets very Doug heavy because Doug's an alcoholic.
Okay.
Of like, I don't give a fuck about Doug. Yeah. I mean, and it was like every episode.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's what's going on with Doug.
Gotcha.
Like, I don't fucking care. I mean,
fuck Doug.
It has to do with this guy trying to overthrow and get to be president.
That's what I'm about.
That's what I'm watching. Did you guys watch the first 2 seasons when you were writing like season 3?
Yeah.
Keep this shit. Well, that's the whole reason I got. Because that was on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
It's the whole reason I got Netflix.
Oh, okay.
That was still it's kind of the transition into streaming shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like because you could stream Netflix, but they were finally putting out their own content.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a streaming stick.
Oh, okay.
So I went and bought a Roku.
Yeah.
And paid for Netflix specifically to watch that show.
All right, cool. Okay.
Because that was still at the era where I'd had like the DVDs, Netflix.
Netflix, yes.
Which I still have 3 of.
You never returned
no late fees. And I mean, going on like 9 years.
Oh, okay.
It was when I moved back to town.
Uh-huh.
Like I'd got them because I had it timed out. You know, I lived out in bumfuck nowhere.
Okay.
So I had it timed pretty good.
Of when you were going to get your movies.
I get 3. You get 3 DVDs at a time. And I had it timed out that I could watch. Like I could get like 9 a week.
Okay, I got you.
Because I had nothing to do, especially in the winter time, and I still had to work. But so I had it timed out, and then so I had these 3, and I was moving back.
Okay.
So I brought them with me, and I just never threw them back.
What are they? Do you know?
One of them's Harry Brown.
Okay.
Which is what the hell's his name? He played Alfred.
Oh. In the good ones?
In the good ones.
In the good
Oh yeah.
Batman? Okay.
Yeah. Batman
Michael
Begins.
Caine?
Yeah.
Michael Caine?
And it's he's like a retired
Something.
army or something.
Okay, I gotcha.
And it's him and his buddy live in a bad section as ruffians about and
Gotcha.
wherever they're at in England.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a tunnel under like the highway.
Okay.
For walkers.
Gotcha.
And the gangbangers hang out there, and they ended up trying to rot, and they ended up killing his buddy.
Gotcha. And then he
put him in the hospital. I don't remember.
Back
I don't remember
revenge?
the guy. Yeah, that's
Gotcha.
kind of what it is.
Gotcha.
He starts killing people because apparently whatever he did before, he knew how to kill people.
Gotcha. Do you remember the other ones?
Oh man,
I'm just interested.
I'd have to look. I'll if I remember, because I know exactly where they are. They're still sitting like they're in their packets.
Yeah.
I mean. Be interesting because it'd be like, why the fuck would you have that?
Yeah.
But at that point in time, when you're going through 9 movies a week, man,
you don't care. You're just wanting to watch them.
I have no problem stopping one.
Yeah.
You know?
It sucks. Do you have a TV show where you really, really liked it and then it just kind of got off your radar? You just said, fuck it.
Oh, and just quit watching?
Yeah, just quit watching it.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of them. A lot of medical type dramas that I'd get into.
All right.
It's just like, all right, I'm done.
Mine was The Walking Dead. Because I fucking loved The Walking Dead. And then it was just like, tired of it. How can you for somebody that's only fucking zombies left, how do you keep running into people that just want to kill you?
Yeah.
That was my thing. Like, I loved The Walking Dead. And then it just was
Here's
enough for me.
Here's another one that freaks people out. Probably how you freak people out who've never seen Game of Thrones.
You've never seen The Walking Dead?
Not one fucking minute.
That doesn't,
But that freaks people. Oh, it's Walking Dead.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I know
the storyline, zombies, and for some fucking reason, nobody can get along and they kill each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Yeah, that seems to be it. And then,
But I know a lot of people that loved it and bailed on it of like, all right, I think I've had enough.
Yeah, it's just... Like you said earlier, once you get past, like, there's like 12 seasons, I think now. Dude, you could have ended it a while ago. Like, it makes a lot of money, so keep fucking making it. I get that part, but still, I had enough of it.
Yeah, I've bailed on so many shows.
Yeah, Arrow and Flash are probably the 2 ones that are still occurring now that I've bailed on. Because it's just got too much. Yeah. They've added too many characters, and there's so many fucking episodes in a season.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. Like, I'm used to like the Netflix shit of like 10 to 13.
And you're bringing in 27?
Yeah. Like,
it's too many.
Oh, and you're going to have this 5-week span where you want me to watch these other fucking shows to keep up, or I'm going to be lost?
Yeah, I don't want to do that. No, I don't care about the DC Legends.
I watch Flash, but now it's like I used to just, like, I'd binge watch it when it got to Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's at the point where it's like, all right, I'm bored. I watched a couple of, like, I'm like six episodes into the one that's been out for however the fuck long. I'm like, it's not catching me anymore.
Yeah, those are
all right, I get it. Shit happens. You're really fast.
Yeah. You have to stop those people.
For some reason, your wife gets into trouble and forgets that her husband's a fucking superhero. Like, no, I need to do this on my own.
Yeah. But he can just do it.
You're gonna meet this this guy that's been killing everybody. You just want to talk to him, and you don't want him to come. Okay. Well, that didn't make any sense.
No, it makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
Don't be your own person. Have the superhero do it.
Yeah. Have him do it.
Yeah.
You want to get that? No, I'll get it. No, I could do it in half a second.
Yeah.
I mean,
one show where, maybe not a lot of people have seen that I really did enjoy was Gotham.
I'd never seen it.
Where it's basically, it's the upbringing of Batman, but it's Jim Gordon. It's pretty much his story of starting out as the detective and then making his way up to commissioner.
Okay.
Still all the same bad guys Batman has, but Jim Gordon's fighting them instead of Batman.
Because he's a kid, right?
Batman's a kid, yeah. It's literally starts out of Batman's parents dying. Like that's like the first episode, and then Jim Gordon is.
Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, I mean, but still, I really did like it. It was good. I enjoyed it.
I'll tell you one that I bailed on.
Okay.
Shameless.
Yep, me too.
I just couldn't.
It was so much.
I just couldn't anymore.
Yeah, it was so much.
And it was like, hey, new ones on Netflix, new season. I'm gonna binge through this, and then it was just like, all right, I think I'm done.
It's too many things. So many things can happen. It's just so much shit. Yeah, there was one too where I was just like, I'm done with it. It lost my interest of everything.
Couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I actually bailed the first time after all of the butt fucking, just because you guys got really graphic with the butt fucking.
Oh,
and I was just like, I don't need that much butt fucking. That was kind of like my thing. I don't care if you're gay, but I
didn't need all the fucking in general. I mean, there's a lot of it.
There's a lot, like the chick has like a new dude like every fucking episode.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't need that either. But so I stopped then, and then I was like, okay, I'll try it again. So I started from the beginning and watched up, and then when there's just like 9,000 different storylines going on at once, I'm like, I can't keep up with this fucking shit.
Yeah, it got to the point of like, okay.
How have they not murdered the dad? I mean, for some reason, that fucker's still around.
I'll tell you what really got me is the one that's like a fucking genius.
Yeah.
And he just fucks his life up.
Uh-huh.
Of like, all right, well, I mean, I'm out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when he knocked his girlfriend up, but she got hit by a car.
Yeah.
And it was like, she survived, but like she's
brain dead.
Yeah,
whatever.
It's like, well, it has like brain damage, doesn't know who anybody is, can barely talk. Of like, why?
Yeah, why does that?
Why was that? I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's just pieces of the story that's like, why?
Yeah, I know it.
I mean,
this makes no sense.
It doesn't be involved in the storyline at all.
No.
It doesn't, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably my biggest bail of where I had the most commitment in it. I'm like,
yeah.
And I get that way a little bit too. Like that's why it takes me so long on some shit. That when people are like, dude, you got to watch this. It's so good. I'm like,
I'll decide if it's good or not.
Like I never, and I've always been that way. Like obviously, I never watched Breaking Bad until it was completely off the air for fucking 2 years.
I've never seen it. I've never seen an episode.
The Sopranos, which was a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
I never seen an episode of that until
afterwards.
Till it was over.
Was that a good show?
Years.
I never watched it either.
It's a phenomenal show, but I don't know because it's one of those things. I mean, hell, that's went off the air in like 07, 08.
Something like that. Yeah,
and I probably watched it in 10.
Okay,
maybe.
Yeah.
And it's one of those ones of like so much has happened.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know if it holds up.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
I'd have to go back and rewatch it, but I don't know that I'm going to make that kind of commitment. I mean, it's a good show.
Yeah.
Great show. Well, and it would probably be different for you, but that was like the first time they'd done a show like that.
Okay.
Where they just left shit open.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Because
like
I know the ending is like, wide the fuck open.
Well, it's not anymore. They've fucking closed it.
Oh, okay.
The guy kind of talked about it.
Oh, all right.
This is like few weeks ago or whatever, he was on a podcast and he kind of...
I thought the main guy's dead.
Yeah, I'm talking about the guy that created the show.
Oh, okay, my bad.
He kind of let the end... He kind of talked about the ending that he had.
All righty.
And explain, kind of just... Well, I've always had that death scene in my mind of that's how I was going to end the show.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, well, like you never said that before. Like everybody's been debating whether he died or it just didn't. Okay, so he died.
He's dead. Yeah, okay.
Yep, somebody killed him in there. Okay,
got it.
But it was just always like, the episode's over. And there'd be maybe a cliffhanger, maybe not, but like shit was just like shit would happen in season 1. And they wouldn't talk about it again until season 5, and like the cops show up because they found a gun that you ditched, and
gotcha.
That's the first time
they've never done that.
Nobody really done that before.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Kind of game changing.
Yeah,
now
it's happens a lot.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's kind of
sometimes they do it too much now. Of like, how many times can you fuck up? Like how many times can you revert back to season 1 and you're 7 seasons in?
I'll tell you one that I wished I'd have quit on.
Yeah.
Mad Men.
Oh, I didn't watch that. I heard it was boring.
As fuck.
Why didn't you stop watching
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, it's kind of like wintertime.
All right. So there's just nothing else on.
Going on.
Yeah. Like,
but
I read a review one time and it said all they do is talk in an office and slap women on the ass. That's
pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And I watched and everybody's like, "Oh, it's the best show ever. Best show."
Is it? Yeah.
Like I think it could have been.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was one of those ones that HBO passed on.
Okay.
Like I think on HBO maybe they make that a little better.
Okay. Yeah, probably a little bit more.
I don't know. Something about
like
HBO when they get shows like that, they kind of get this. They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
and they get it.
There's an adult feel to it because when it's on TV, it doesn't seem like it's an adult show. It just because everybody can watch it. Yeah.
But then again, there's a show that you're slapping people around and you're just sexually harassing the shit out of everybody in the building.
Yeah,
and nobody curses.
Yeah, that's a fine tush you got
weird, there. Yeah.
We slap you on the rump.
You can't be here. You're a woman. Yeah. I mean, there's so much of that. And like watching it now going, Jesus Christ. Was that how it was?
Get out of here.
Like,
you're
not allowed in this conversation.
Yeah.
What?
I'm here.
Well, because, I mean, hell, one of the main storylines is the main girl.
Okay.
Becomes like a very good ad trader, salesman.
Mm-hmm.
Or saleswoman. Is like the fact that she got a job in advertising to do sales and being the creative was like, that was the main storyline of like, so the whole, I mean, it's just kind of a weird thing of watching it from now, like, she had a job.
Yeah, exactly. She
had
a job.
You have to go think back of like, I guess that's a big deal for her to, this is a men's only kind of thing. And she broke through the ceiling of like, but it's still like,
this is her job.
Just, she was good at creating advertising and she got a job and got promoted. Okay.
Yeah, I get it.
That was the show.
That's 7 seasons.
John Hamm, main character, married to a girl that's kind of a cunt and cheats on her all the time.
All right.
That's the show.
But I like John Hamm. I do like him.
He's okay.
I do like him.
He's funny.
I watched Tag the other day.
I like Tag.
God, Tag was good.
Yeah.
It was so good. And he's so goofy.
Yeah.
But he looks like he could play like a distinguished part. Just, I don't know, his facial features, I guess.
I'll tell you what.
A nice jawline.
Is the funniest things that he did. And it's another show I bailed on because you've probably seen it on Netflix advertised. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Okay.
And I don't know if you know the premise of it.
I do not.
She, the Kimmy, it was kind of like when all those stories of like how many people had like women captive,
oh, okay,
kind of like thing in Cleveland and shit of like, well, she was like a captive woman for 15 years
okay.
or,
I gotcha.
So she comes out into the late, 2000s of like she got captured before there was internet and any of this shit. She doesn't have any idea.
I gotcha.
And John Hamm plays the guy that captured her. Yeah, that kidnapped these like 4 girls and kept them in like a bomb shelter.
Okay.
And he's just, and like they say, they find videos and it's weird. Like I like the fact that he'll do that shit because it was like, he almost like a cult leader preacher kind of guy.
Gotcha.
But then as like the series goes on and it's crazy show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like just off the wall shit.
Uh-huh.
And there's really not much of a storyline.
Okay.
But as they find shit out about him, like they'll find like cassette tapes of, no, he's all about the Bible and he's all about the, and then it's like videos of his commercials for being a DJ.
Okay.
And like his entries into like road rules he was sending in and shit like that. But yeah, I bailed on that after 2 seasons because it's just so crazy.
Yeah.
But it was funny.
Good. I mean, if it makes you laugh, that's all that matters.
I'll tell you one that gets me, though. I don't freak out as much as people do over The Office.
Okay. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I'm not going to tell him, it's the greatest show ever.
But I mean, there's people that like watch it
religiously.
That have watched everything like 10 times.
I can't watch everything 10 times because it's too fucking long.
About a year or 2 ago or whatever on Netflix, I rewatched everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's one that I bailed on.
Oh, okay.
I hadn't seen the final like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
After Michael left, I hadn't seen anything.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I don't like when Michael leaves because it's just it's a parade of different people.
Right.
And it's just, I don't know, it doesn't hold up as much as the other ones do.
But I bailed on it. There's like 2 or 3 seasons I'd never seen an episode.
Because Will Ferrell was only in it for like 6 episodes.
Yeah.
And then he got out. And then like Idris Elba came in and was trying to be the boss. And he was funny just because he was trying to be...
It's Idris Elba.
Yeah, and he's trying to be like an actual boss, and it's not working. But yeah.
Yeah, that was one... That's probably the biggest bail I've ever done is the fact that I just quit watching The Office.
But yeah, it's good.
And I might have... Actually, you know what? I think I quit watching it before Michael left.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't... When rewatching, I don't remember him leaving.
Oh, okay.
It's just one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it. It's funny.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, it's a TV show.
I'm not going to keep watching it.
Yeah.
Now, like their bloopers and stuff, I'll watch that.
God, yeah.
I'm a blooper
blooper
reel guy.
One of my favorite ones it's The Office. It's just Parks and Rec. I mean, it's the same guy.
Like
it's the same guy who did The Office.
I've watched that through a couple times. You know.
Yeah, it's good. I do enjoy Parks and Rec.
The favorite, just on the outtakes thing.
Yes.
I don't know how many bloopers or outtakes I watch.
Are you talking about the Kim Kardashian one?
Oh my God. If you haven't seen that, the outtake from Parks and Rec with, what's his name? Chris Pratt. Kim Kardashian, just Google that
and it'll pop
up.
It's fucking
the
hilarious.
Funniest fucking thing.
It's hilarious.
You have to watch that. I don't know how many times I've watched that.
Yeah, I know.
Of just like, and it's first of all, it's the first time I watch it is just the laughter for myself. Well, not even just the first time, however many times.
Yeah.
And then it's the laughter of watching the people react. Of like how many heads go down or they just lose it. I mean,
it's awesome. It is a great video.
Yeah, that is. I love Parks and Rec. Mm-hmm. That's a good show.
Yeah. I think we're missing pretty much one of our favorites that's still running around now. Both of ours.
Okay.
Ozark.
Love Ozark.
Yeah. I mean,
that might be my. I mean, it's always recency bias or whatever.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite show.
Yeah, I mean it's
and the
absolutely
fact we're only
wonderful.
Getting one more season.
It's bullshit because all the other shit that Netflix puts out
apparently
gets a lot of fucking episodes and seasons, and this one's only getting 4. You can go so many different ways with this last season that that's why I'm excited for it.
My only guess is that like Jason Bateman's like, hey,
done.
No,
yeah,
because he does a lot of shit.
He does a lot of shit, and he's good at it.
I haven't watched that show that he's in on HBO, but they said it's phenomenal.
I didn't know he was on one.
There's one. I'm not so sure it's not a Stephen King thing. Like
is it a comedy or is it a horror?
Ooh.
Okay.
Stephen King write a lot of fucking comedies.
Not that I know of. I'm a huge Stephen King fan.
And I'm just guessing. I think I heard where it was a Stephen King thing.
Oh, the only one that I know, like another TV show like
the Outsider.
The Outsider. It just popped up. It's got 1 season.
Yeah, it's like an 8-part thing or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it's kind of that because there was like limited series.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Yeah, it just popped up. Yeah, it says it's a crime movie or a crime TV show.
Yeah.
So yeah, it seems a bit dark.
It looks very dark.
Okay.
But I think that was a Stephen King thing.
Okay, it could be.
I think.
The Stephen King show that I enjoyed watching is on the Hulu one. The, I forget what it's called, but it's pretty good. It pretty much is a jointment of all of his old books. Misery.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that. I just never watched it.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called now.
It's okay. It's probably not very good.
Shut up, man. It's really fucking good.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever read a Stephen King book.
I have. I've read one. And it was the original It.
Yeah.
And it was only Castle Rock. That's what it's called.
Oh, yeah. You have told me about that.
Yeah. And I only read it because it was the only book I could find the one time. And I was interested in reading. Now I'm not.
The one time you're interested in reading.
And it was It.
That's the one thing I've like, because I go through a lot of books, but obviously it's always that weird thing of, man, I read a lot of books. No, I listen to a lot of books because, Audible is amazing.
Yeah. And
and I mean shit tons. But it's weird of like, man, I don't know fiction. I don't know that I've ever listened to a fictional book.
Gotcha. You just like the true shit?
Yeah. I like true shit. Huh.
I get it.
Some of them get a little.
Well, the genre you listen to isn't the lightest.
Well, yeah.
Hey.
No, those are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, okay.
That's just interesting shit. I'm talking about like you start getting into biographies and stuff, like Rockefeller's biography. It's 33 hours.
Oh, God.
Like, all right, well,
he wasn't a good person.
No, he was fucking ruthless.
Yeah.
I mean, ruthless.
Yeah, I know that much.
But it was like, all right, well, he's crazy rich, and there's still like 7 hours left.
Yeah.
I mean, what
else
possibly happened toward his, he's kind of like his son's already started taking over, and he's playing a shit ton of golf and stuff. How's there 5 hours worth of content left after this? I mean, at some point in time, he just dies in retirement.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the interesting thing on the Rockefeller thing is, like, he had a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
And then he didn't really become crazy wealthy until they made him break up his company, and it just formed like 9 other companies that made him
more money.
It's like, well, you've got a monopoly, and we need to break this up because you can't have a monopoly. But by doing that, it created like 9 other companies that controlled more than what he was controlling, and he owned all of them.
Good for him.
Yeah, books. I listen to a lot of books, a lot of true story shit, man.
I know you do.
My gig.
I do not.
You should.
I probably should. Yeah, I probably should educate myself.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
It's shocking because I don't really listen. I'll listen to music in my car, driving to work and shit.
Yeah.
But like podcasts and books, it's really all I listen to.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really care about music.
Yeah, I know you don't. We've known each other for quite some time now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care for music driving in, except I don't even know what it's called, but there's this one song that I have to, like the intro to it, I don't.
Yeah.
That down, 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 down. I turn the channel every time. I fucking hate. Like, I can't tell you songs that I love.
Yeah.
I can tell you songs that I fucking hate. I mean, I can't tell you the names of them, but
I can give you the intro. That's funny.
And it's in that loop of like my 15 minutes it takes to get to work or whatever. It fucking plays all the time.
That's the radio for you. It'll play 9 times in 8 minutes.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, we were talking. I spun that out of there.
Yeah,
Parks and Recreation.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's upsetting with Ozark.
It is.
It's just, I'll tell you one that I liked, and I was happy that Netflix picked it up. Lucifer.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, my buddies really like it. They were happy that there's only one more season, though, right? That's what
it's always something like a season's coming out, but then there's like some contract negotiations.
Okay.
That there might be another one.
Okay.
I think it's kind of that's kind of the Netflix deal is they save this show to put a season on so they can own the content and it's on their platform.
Mm-hmm.
But then they don't want to pay actors.
Yeah.
It's kind of their deal.
Yeah.
So it's
even though all their movies seem to have fucking top tier actors
for that.
In it. Yeah. But the TV shows
like the TV shows, like you get 3-4 seasons, like that's probably on the Ozark part.
Yeah.
Well, it's time to start paying all these people.
Yeah.
Well, we're not doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe you spend $13 billion or whatever on fucking content. Pay the actors of the shit that's running it.
Exactly. I mean, seems like you could do that.
Seems like that's a smart move.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of what they do is they buy it for that and then they don't pay anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it sounds like maybe some negotiations, like they could keep the cast and maybe do another season.
Gotcha. I did read somewhere, speaking of Netflix and paying actors and all this shit, Hulu is now going to be the main prime holder for the Disney Marvel TV shows.
Really?
Yes, because Disney owns Hulu.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. Now, what I read was the TV shows that they want to make adult, are going to be on Hulu.
Because it can't tarnish the Disney brand.
Because apparently if you say fuck on Disney, they're bad people. But the ones that
I saw the racism in their fucking cartoons that they got going on down there.
And then
that was okay, apparently.
Okay. But any other ones that they don't want to make rated R are going to be
on Hulu,
on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay.
So there's going to be a split, and they said somewhere it's going to be divided up somewhere of both.
It's such a weird. I mean, I understand it because they own Hulu, but I mean, you should just put your content on because Disney Plus fucking sucks. I mean,
it
sucks
because they don't put any of the shit we would watch on there.
Yeah,
it's all. Don't get me wrong, I love cartoon movies, I love the Disney movies, but you don't have any of the 21st Century Fox shit on there.
Yeah, why?
Barely. I mean, they just put some of the X-Men on there, and not even they put Dark Phoenix on there. That one was terrible.
I've never seen it.
Give me the original.
I've just heard everybody shit all over it.
It's bad.
I didn't want to see it when. Okay, this is your spinoff movie. I didn't want to see it then.
Yeah, if it didn't have Wolverine in it, I don't really want to watch it. Yeah, that's kind of
the X-Men.
Yeah,
Justice League and stuff like that. Of hey, if it's not Batman and Superman, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
I mean,
I didn't really want to watch Justice League because I didn't know if Superman was going to be in it.
Barely was
because you didn't see him in the promos.
What do you think about that? They're spending $30 million to do the Snyder cut that's coming out next year.
I know.
And he said, I seen an interview with him. He said he's never seen the movie.
Yeah.
He said he feels like it'll be, from what he's heard from his buddies that have seen it.
Yeah.
He's not using a single frame from Joss Whedon.
Oh.
The only things that'll be out of the movie are the scenes that he shot.
Okay.
I don't remember why that happened. Why?
Something with his kid got sick or something.
And he left. And I think Josh Whedon kind of fucking turned the.
Are they going to pick a new Lex Luthor? Because they need to.
Yeah, he's terrible.
He's terrible. The best part
I love him as an actor.
Me too. But he's not Lex Luthor.
He's not Lex Luthor. You can't look like you're 20.
Exactly. I told you who my Lex Luthor would be. Mark Strong.
Oh, yeah.
The dude from the Kingsman movies, the bald guy.
Yeah.
Great. He'd be a great Lex Luthor. The best part about Justice League was in the end when Deathstroke popped in. That was the best part of the movie.
Yeah, and then they're not doing anything with it.
Yeah, I know it.
I always love those. What are your favorite, since all the scenes, the after credit scenes came out, what are your favorite teaser credit scenes that never happened because the movie fucking tanked?
Yeah.
There's one.
There's one of them.
Green Lantern or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
They did that where the main bad guy gets
the ring. Sinestro gets
the fear ring or whatever the hell that was. I'm like, well, you set it up, but it's never going to fucking happen.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Good shit.
But yeah, there's so many of those. Shit, that would have been good.
But the first one made no money.
No. I'll tell you ones that never made any money, going back on, whether people have seen them or not. We're all over the fucking map with this show, man. We're going to have to start writing some shit down and staying on subject because people are going to be going,
What the
fuck, man? They have bounced from... Hey, just get out a notepad and write shit down if you hadn't seen it, and then watch it. And report back.
Yeah. We have Twitter.
Yeah. Whiteside Sports, Twitter. Yeah. You'll find it.
Yeah, messages. Tell us
what you think.
Tell us that you hate us.
Yeah. Send your hate mail. Eat it up. See if you're quicker than us.
Yeah.
see if you're willing to go down in the basement as far as we are. Shit. Oh, but fuck! I lost my train of thought there.
Something about bad movies not making enough money or whatever.
Oh, that people may not have seen it. I don't think it's a bad movie, but a lot of people shit on it. There's 3 of them. 2 of them being the 2 Hitman movies.
Yeah.
I like them.
Okay.
Because I played that game.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
And the other one being it's also a video game, the Assassin's Creed movie.
Yeah.
I like that too.
I liked that movie.
And people shit on them.
Yeah.
And they're not getting, because the Assassin's Creed one for me of like, well, they didn't like the way it was with the video game. Yeah, but it ended with it coming to modern times.
Yeah.
So now you have the Assassin's Creed people in modern times.
Yeah.
There's so much shit you could do with that.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Yeah. Didn't make any money.
It made money.
Yeah.
Just not enough money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
And
I've never seen the Hitman movies.
Hitman, yeah. They did one a while ago that had, I don't know who the guy's, Timothy Olyphant.
Yeah.
Olyphant or Font.
Something like that.
I like it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, I mean, the acting's not the greatest.
Yeah, I mean.
Which he's not the greatest actor.
No, he's not.
But, I like the show. And then they just did one, I don't know, a handful of years ago.
Okay.
I think it's called Agent 47.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And awesome. Mm-hmm. I liked it. I think I went to the theater and watched it.
Video game movies don't do well for some reason. Or they get a lot of criticism, I should say.
I think it's same as comic book shit.
Okay.
You just get nerds that just shit all over it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, well, this is not what he did in the fucking fucking magazine part 7 and fucking book 4.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Nobody gives a shit. Man. It's an hour and a half movie.
Yeah.
They have to film this shit.
They can't put everything in there.
Yeah, they just can't do it. To skip over some shit.
Yeah.
And then I think we talked about that before. Then the shit on comic book stuff, like fucking Watchmen, go fuck yourself. I have nothing for that.
I didn't mind it. The movie, I never seen the TV show.
Yeah, I've never watched the TV show. I didn't care for the movie.
I didn't mind it. It was okay.
Yeah,
it's not something that I would watch over and over again.
You're a fan of Giant Blue Cock.
Okay.
That's probably why you liked it so much.
Well, now everybody knows.
Just get his junk out.
Yeah, pretty much the whole time.
Around. Okay.
Okay. Good for him.
I just thought it was like long and boring.
His dick?
Yeah, that too. Yeah. As a matter of fact, it was. But it's like just as far as the movie goes, I thought the movie was long and fucking boring.
It was long.
And then just like shitty superhero people. Mm-hmm.
I get it.
I mean,
yeah.
It's just like his dick was long and boring. Well, and then that like that because wasn't there a part like where he got out of the fucking shower?
Yeah, and it just was
like, dude, like you're a glowing blue man.
Why are you showering?
I don't.
Why are you showering?
It doesn't make any like. I assume you're not a human,
no.
And you have this look to you like you don't even have a fucking body. Like you're just like this mist.
I
don't know, but we just can't have the fucking shower.
It's like water in a human mold.
Yeah. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm like, maybe leave that scene out.
Do you smell?
I mean, it's just one of those ones like, maybe put some pants on.
Yeah, somebody tell him.
Like you can't wear pants, but you need a shower.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's flaws here.
Like, these fucking pants, they just burn off of me.
Yeah.
So what the fuck does water do? I mean,
it's good for me.
I've been on Mars for months. What?
Okay.
It's just fucking stupid. It's such a stupid movie.
Yeah.
Boring.
Long.
And long. Long, boring blue cock is what that's all about. Actually, my favorite thing about that movie is when they made fun of it on Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
and they just, like, the blue guy came and saved somebody, and he's like, they were like hunkered down in a corner, and he came up and like put his arm around him, and his cock's just waving in his face, and he's like,
good stuff.
That's awesome. That's the only good thing about it. I love when Robot Chicken shits all over everything. Stop animation. Let's go back in time. This is how we make funny content. Yeah, but that's those movies of it saddens me that you never get won't get a Assassin's Creed and you won't. I mean, I'll be real honest, like you can't get a second one. Like I didn't need any more of the X-Men First Class bullshit.
Yeah,
I don't need that.
Pick an era that you're going to do. Are you going to do the old guys or are you going to do the new guys?
Yeah,
pick one, but make sure there's a Wolverine because that's all everybody cares about.
Who's going to be the new Wolverine?
Yeah, I know. Make your mind up soon.
Yeah, but that's him. We need to wait. No, you don't.
No.
You fucking cast new Batman and Superman every other. Fucking Spider-Man has been like 7 different people in the last decade.
Yeah.
And they all do $1 billion.
For sure.
Go ahead and...
Yeah, was Hugh Jackman Wolverine? Yeah, but he's old now.
Yeah.
Do something different with him.
How about that dude that played the Punisher?
Yeah, he'd be a good one.
I think that'd be... it feels like that's up his alley.
Yeah, he could probably do it. Yeah.
I mean, I want him to be the Punisher, though.
Me too, but I mean...
But that shit's not going to happen.
Probably not. They rarely do a TV show to movie.
No.
Same character deal.
Yeah. And then with Disney pulling all that shit back, they fucked over with good Netflix shows. Hey, there's 2 seasons of a really good show, and then Daredevil is really good. We can't make this anymore because Disney's bringing it back to not show people on their fucking platform because, I don't know, they fight people.
Exactly. Gives a shit. Fuck yourself,
and it's okay
Netflix.
for that guy with a gun to shoot that rabbit.
Yeah.
They blow him up with dynamite.
That's not Disney.
Isn't it? No, that's Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
What's Disney do that's horrible?
They don't like Jews.
Yeah. Systemic racism. Yeah. That's what it was.
Yes, exactly.
That's what it was.
Yes, they do. They're anti-Semitic as hell.
Yeah. Everybody forgets that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, man. I don't have much more to talk about.
All right, I'm good.
We've been all over the fucking map. Might as well ended up with racism on Disney.
And blue dicks.
All right. We'll be canceled next week.
White side?